Pace truck is on the infield, stacked 2 by 2, with Fielder and Garner on the front row. Wettengell and Beck back in row 2. Galvin and Waylon Dimmitt making up row number 3. Brent Fielder says it is go time. Let's make some noise with the O'Reilly Auto Parts USRA stock cars. And contact. A couple of cars get hooked up. Chase Galvin in the 0 gets spun around. McMillan is involved in that. The other car is Brian White in the number 41. Chase Galvin put it in reverse trying to get out of there, and he didn't have a backup camera. He didn't realize how close McMillan was to him. A little contact made between the 0 and the 8. And now the Hobby Time Motorsport Safety Crew will give a friendly nudge to Chase Galvin as you take a look at the FK Rod Ends instant replay. All of this happened whenever Galvin got sideways. McMillan had nowhere to go. The Gator Graphics number 8 makes contact. And Brian White was just an innocent party on the inside. And the number 41, he had nowhere to go either. Tried to sneak through. Just nothing doing for the 41. Tough break for him. Didn't get a lap in. So they will go back to the original starting grid. And the yellow light has been turned off, and Brent Fielder will see if he can get off to just as good of a start as he did last time. Bumper cars on that inside line. A little contact between Fielder, Wettengell, and Chase Galvin, that is. With the drop of the green, it's a 4-car breakaway. Fielder all on his own, then a 3-car battle for second, a 3-car battle for fifth. And Jalen Wettengell hits a rut, gets airborne with his entire left side. He saw some airtime. Mason Beck around Jalen Wettengell. Mason Beck won last night, but he did it in a pure stock. That was at Midway, one of the supporting classes for the modifieds that ran down at Lebanon. And Brent Fielder out in front, but he has been unable to shake William Gardner. Fifth and sixth, the battle deeper in the field, but now William Gardner. He has been able to catch up with the 32, hits the rut, shoots up the track, so that lets Fielder get a little more breathing distance again as he got out about 5 car lengths. The north side of the track over in 3 and 4 is still relatively smooth, but right down there is where it's starting to get a little dicey in turns 1 and 2. Gardner has been able to use it to his advantage. He uses that as a catapult. He finds that little groove, hooks that tire, and just shoots off of turn 2, and it's gotten him the lead as he gets around Brent Fielder. There, that bump again, and away goes Gardner. Fielder not giving up an inch, staying right there with William Gardner, 3/100ths of a second. The difference between first and second, and now Fielder squeezing Gardner up on the track. And the Midwest Sheet Metal caution will come out for Blaine McMillan, the 24. Gets sideways in 4, just brushes up against that big white tire. And it will slow the field down with the caution coming out. Brent Fielder leading the opening laps. William Garner grabbing the lead just a couple of laps ago. William Garner on the season. Still looking for his first win. He picked up 3 victories last year. The year before that, he was the champion at Dallas County Speedway. And the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace truck slows the field down, gets everybody bunched back up. And we'll get the drop of the green next time by. Brent Fielder running in second, decides to go to the inside, shuffles Jalen Wettengel to the outside as the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace truck goes to the infield. Rodney Schweitzer's done a good job working his way to the front. He started in 15th, and he's up to 7th. So he starts outside row 4. Brent Fielder right across in front of Jalen Wettengel. Wettengel then will dive to the inside. He's going to try to use the bottom line to his advantage. That's where TP on that last race found so much momentum on the low side of the track. Wettengel had it, a little bit of a bobble, and that will let Brent Fielder get back to the inside. Gardner out by half a second over Fielder. And Fielder loops it around. Schweitzer has to slam on the brakes. Doesn't make any contact. So Brent Fielder, and quite honestly, I was holding my breath whenever he spun in turns 1 and 2 because that's where those ruts are. And if you get sideways and you hit that ditch the wrong way, can easily put you up on your side or your top. Take a peek at it at the FK Rod Ends instant replay. Top of your screen, sideways, and able to keep it on all fours. Rodney Schweitzer. He was hard on the middle pedal. Could have been much worse for Brent Fielder, who was running in second. He led the opening couple laps, spun out while in second. And now he's back around, 17th maybe? Something like that. And Brent Fielder, who led the opening few laps, spun out while running in second. he has decided that's enough for tonight here at the Diamond Dirt Tracks. He is headed off the track, and William Garner, front row all to his lonesome. Jalen Wettengale to the inside of Brian White. We're back at it at Lucas Oil Speedway, and some contact up on the high side of the track. McMillan, James McMillan that is, was rim riding, made some contact with Brian White, bumper to bumper, had to lift, and now they're battling 3 wide. That's a car-to-car-to-car combat for 4th. This is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all wadded up in your screen. They fan out 3 and 4 wide. William Gardner clearly out in front, but 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th is where it's fun. Rodney Schweitzer again from 15th up into the top 5. 8 laps to go. 12 laps have been put in the books. Waylon Dimmitt now in 2nd. James McMillan getting around Jalen Wettengale for 3rd. As Wettengale goes pogoing over in turns 1 and 2. James McMillan top shelf. Waylon Dimmitt down on the bottom side. This is 2nd and 3rd. Five laps to go for William Garner. Wide open Waylon now securely in 2nd until that bobble, and now McMillan to the outside. Where the cars were trying to use those grooves on the bottom side in 1 and 2 to their advantage, now they're trying to split them, go down to the bottom, get to the inside of them, or work their way to the outside, getting kind of treacherous right there in the middle of the track. Two more circuits left for William Garner. And Waylon Dimmitt slowly hauling him in. He's getting close up front now as Waylon Dimmitt pulls to within the back bumper of William Garner. Jalen Wettengale is still there with 1 to go. William Garner out of Lebanon, Missouri. Can he hold off the Camdenton native and Waylon Dimmitt? It's a Highway 5 rivalry. Lebanon out in front of Camdenton. Now they're side by side. At the line, by a nose, it goes to William Garner. First win of the season for Lebanon's William Garner. His best finish here at Lucas Oil Speedway had been 6th. Now he picks up the dub over Waylon Dimmitt, Jalen Wettengale, James McMillan, and Rodney Schweitzer.